All right, mates, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of The Road to Glory here on FC25 Ultimate Team. Happy Saturday, everyone. It is episode number 289 today. Hopefully you're doing all right. As you're watching this, I am pretty close to hopping on a flight, so I'm going to be away for the next week. So yeah, we'll have today's episode, hopefully one tomorrow for you as well, and then there'll be just a little gap, and you guys can chill out for the week and enjoy the just binging on SBCs on during Futties week 2. But if you enjoyed today's episode, please do me a tiny little favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Cheers, and don't forget all the socials are linked down below. Might be worth following me over on Instagram and Twitter and stuff if you want to see what I'm getting up to as much as I can show you. So today is much more of that same binge that we've been doing. Now, yes, we are still in Team 1 here in today's episode. I'm sure that last night you all moved over into Team 2 or whatever and are trying to pack whoever the latest and greatest Futties cards are. We're still doing that for Team 1 here, unfortunately. And hopefully tomorrow's video will be slightly more relevant Team 2 pack binge saved up that I can open from Friday night at 6 p.m. We'll see anyway. Now, I am going to get a Futties here, right off the rip. Who's it going to be then? Oh, I thought for a minute I was just going to be another Isco. Please no. It's a Bruno Fernandes, followed by... Which Futties is it? Who is it? Hello? Oh, it's Yildiz again. Okay. It's been a super common one for me during Team 1. I wonder who... Actually, you can let me know. Who's the Team 2... who's the Team 2 Yildiz and Isco and Cliver? Who are they? You know, the ones that everyone's packing all the time and just it's filling up your SBC storage. Now we actually end up getting another little Futties action here behind Pajot. I'm just going to take this time to take a little sip of blackcurrant squash. Apple and blackcurrant squash, by the way. Robinson's. Ain't nothing as good as that. Not sponsored, but would love to be. There's your Isco, another duplicate, unfortunately, with a bunch of stuff there. It's starting to build up the old storage. We're getting close to 100 again, so we'll have to work on some player picks, some other stuff. I'm going to do a player SBC today, actually. A 99 shooting icon, which probably gives it away for you guys. Not something that's only just come out, something that's been out a little while, but I sort of overlooked the Davor Shuker SBC a little bit. I think he could be a bit of a beast, you know. So we're going to do that today. I just need to. I go through the grind a couple times, and it just once, like I said to you yesterday, once you fill up a couple pages of high special items in the SBC storage, and then everything else is like 84. And then I got a huddling, chilling in the duplicate storage. That's when you know you've got to do a player SBC. Once you've rinsed it multiple times, you no longer have 83s to put in Team of the Week SBCs. You no longer have 82 and below rares to put into player picks. It is just chock-a-block. You need to find a place for all of that fodder to go. And for me, it is going to be into Davor Shuker. So yeah, that's the plan. We get Kessler for the first time. You know what? Had not packed this card this week. Therefore, I'll take it. I don't know if that's a live item or what. I don't really know. Apart from I knew England progressed. I don't know who else really went through in Women's Euros. I need to take a look at that because some of those games will probably have either been played or be being played this weekend. So curious to see how that gets on and might affect some of our path to glory type players. Double 88 greens, 2 different card designs though, in Mpanzu and whoever the Italian right back fella is. And yeah, I got down to the fact where I needed to open up some of my 50 player packs, and I'd kind of been storing them for a little bit. So we'd built up a sizable chunk of fodder. We had 7 of them at one point, which is like a lot of players. 350 players to open up, which obviously can quite easily fill up your storage. Now, they're giving out quite a lot of gold tunnels, which doesn't really mean too much. It just kind of means you're not getting a Futties, I guess, because there could always be stuff at the end of the pack, And actually, it could mean you're still getting a Futties icon, right? Could mean you're still getting the Cliver or something. But anyway, I move on to the highest rated squad for Davor Shuker. Decided that putting him in, trying to clear this like blockade or blockage of high rated fodder is the plan. And he's not the most costly of icons. He was a 9 squatter, and obviously 3 of those are like bronze, silver, and an 83 rated squad. So super cheap, really. Can discard the loan straight away, and then there's really only 6 SBCs to segments to complete, which is nice. Chill, actually. It will just about like empty out my storage, and we'll be ready to grind again. But we won't be like dipping into like players that I'm kind of hoarding in the club. We'll literally just use the stuff that we've already got multiple of. Now this looks to me like a Winter Wildcards icon. Now during week 1 and with this batch, I knew that R9 was a Winter Wildcards icon, so I'm just waiting for that gloriousness to appear, and it doesn't, unfortunately. Hopefully at some point it will. But we get ourselves 93 King Kenny. I've used him in SBCs a couple times this week, so yeah, he's no longer in the storage, or he wasn't in the club even. So he just, I can tick him off again, and we've got him for now. And I pretty much try and keep hold of players like that for a little while, because it's quite nice to have a 93 Kenny Dalglish, just potentially for Evos. Sometimes you're gonna have to. I nearly put him into an SBC already, but I'll keep him for a little bit. Maybe he goes into the next player SBC. We shall see. I'm sure we'll pack him again. And that is Davor Shuker packed, or unlocked, should we say. The Croatian striker has got 99 shooting. What are his other stats? Let's wait for his card to wander around here. We'll take a wee look. Finesse, technical, rapid, low driven. That's elite. And then he's got 93 pace and 94 dribbling. So not as good as some of the players, but with the 2 best shooting playstyles in the game, and a pace boost one, and a dribbling one, and 99 shooting, you're probably not going to go too far wrong with this guy. And he's 5-star. So yeah, that kind of helps. Left-footed, can match or can, you know, be the opposite to like the Kaka that we've already got in the squad. If I was to take Liam Delap out, so then at this point, the lowest rated player in the squad is a cross between David Beckham and Ruud Gullit. That's kind of mad to say, isn't it? But as you can see here, look, we managed to like just grind out the club again, to the point where I had so many exchanges. Like we just built it up again, even though we just unlocked a massive player and spent all of the stuff. It just meant that because the storage was free, we had all of that room to put. I had loads of 85s chilling, so a bunch of 75 times 20s. Not only is that going to top the fodder up again, it's going to top the exchange fodder up again, give you the odd 85 here and there. It's going to give you the special items, but it's also going to give you those duplicate rare cards that you can just, once you're full of your storage, you go and build 10 player picks, 15 player picks, whatever it is at the time, and then get the high rated stuff again. Even if it's duplicates, like, it's high rated stuff. You know, you're getting multiple 85s here, getting some 87s for the 1 of 5 player picks, that sort of thing. It's all useful, isn't it? And of course, we replenished one of the Cliver, so I'd used all 4 of those duplicate ones for the Shuker SBC, and we just had the 1 left in the club. So it's nice to replenish one for the dupe storage. And then here's a 1 of 5 93 plus. Tops, shapeshifters, or RTTF winners. Of course, the road to the final stuff is very rare. They don't really pop up that often. But a 96 Tots Benteke popped up. I figured, hey, I'll take that. Yeah, I mean, it's the highest rated and it's Tots, so it's useful fodder, isn't it? It's good for requirements and stuff. We'll go for another little batch of 10. We've already had a special 88, a Tots 92. All of this stuff is very, very, very useful. But yeah, I'm sure you guys know the drill by now. So it is just a case of implementing it, doing it. I mean, this is so much more valuable and like time efficient and actually more fun, in my opinion, than like playing Rivals or the Weekend League or anything like that. There does come a point in the game cycle where, like, yeah, Rivals and Champs always fairly stressful. Like, if you're good at the game, you could see it as quite chill, I guess. But for most of us average gamers, those game modes can be quite stressful after you've played for like an hour or so or more, whatever. But they do always give you the best rewards on the game. And then when we get to this like silly season in the summer, when there's a whole bunch of like infinite loops of grinding that you can do, this just becomes, it outweighs so much in terms of like your value for time. Easily, it really does. Now we get another Abili. I think Abili is going to be the new Clivert for me. She's in my SBC storage multiple times at the moment, weirdly. And actually, I remember packing her a couple of times when she was kind of like out. Untradeable, of course. I never got a tradable when she was worth a bit. But she was like a really common one to get. I never really used her. Probably should have. Is the 98 Abili any good? Do people have her in their squads? Maybe they do. I don't know. Anyway, what's better than packing her once just then is getting her again in a player pick like right now. So we'll take that, as well as a Beasley. Nice high-rated stuff. All useful for whatever the next player SBC is. I hear stuff about Yapstam. I don't know if that's already out or is coming out or something, but if there's going to be like a Yapstam, I think I'm going to want him next to Mickey van der Ven. That sounds pretty good to me. I've not managed to have a Yapstam all year, so be cool to have such a, well, for me it's like a nostalgic defender, because like, yeah, like that old school Man United in their heyday type thing. Yapstam, the big Dutchman. Absolutely, I'd love to try him out on the game. On to, I think I'd opened up all of the packs apart from the big 50 player packs. I wonder if I should stop doing these ones and just save all the 89s and above for like the player SBCs. Because are the 88 exchanges, are they just better? Or are they, if I just discard the duplicate like non-rares in the 50 player pack, surely I'm getting quite a lot for my money. I don't know, I feel like you get more players. And it does tend to give out something slightly higher rated. There's like more of a minimum rating, isn't there, for some of these players? So yeah, I guess we'll kind of keep doing those as well. But I do discard now the non-rare duplicates, because I just don't use them. Even when it fills up your storage so much quicker. So I'll just keep the rare ones and then pop them into 83 plus player picks and go from there. And I'm curious to know, actually, if the 83 plus player picks turn into something else. You guys will know that by now, I guess, with it being Saturday. If on Friday night we got something better than these 1 of 3 83 plus, what would we expect at this point? If I'm guessing, knowing what they could do, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like pick 2 out of 4 82 plus or something. But really what we want is like the 1 of 4 84 plus. That sort of thing would be useful, wouldn't it? Maybe it's infinitely repeatable, or is the 1 of, maybe just like a 1 of 5 83 plus, just up it a little bit but give us the same minimum rating of player. That could be quite fun. We get a Kimmich and a Simon here, so fullbacks from either side of the male and female Bayern team, as well as an 89 Taylor that we just got in a player pick actually. So yeah, again, useful. An 89 is an 89 at the end of the day. And then the final 89 exchange here today just gives me a gold tunnel. Does it give me any special items at all? No. Cool. That's it's not really what you want to see. And I had a full duplicate storage after that with like 30 dupes. So I had some work to go there. But we'll end the episode here today with a 1 of 5 93 plus Tots, Shapeshifter, road to the final winners. Are we going to get anything? We'll slow roll them one by one. Mukiele, Shapeshifters, Di Maria, Team of the Season highlights, Ufren, Team of the Season highlights. That's an actual Tots. That's Ibanez. First time I've seen him, by the way. And then Sutalo. So I'm going to take the Brazilian 95 rated, 92 pace, quick step plus centre-back. I think at one point he was like really expensive when he first came out, right? I'm sure he's super cheap now. But yeah, like I mentioned to you earlier, with the addition of Davor Shuker, we now have 96 rated Huller and Beckham as our lowest rated cards in the starting 11. And I'm sure we could certainly up that real soon. I'm sure I could actually put higher rated cards into the squad anyway. So it'd be nice to get a 98 rated team at some point, wouldn't it? With the bench and the starting 11 really featuring my highest rated players. Maybe I'll look into that and show you a little bit tomorrow, see what our actual highest rated squad could be, because I'm sure it's a lot higher than what we've got here. My friends, thank you so much for watching today. If you have enjoyed, do me a tiny little favor, hit the thumbs up button, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, have a great day. I'm possibly see you tomorrow. If not, I'll be back in a week. I'll see you then. Peace.